Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Look, we've asked our producer, Jo, to put together some information about this story. She said it's the worst thing she's ever had to do. I was reading,
done stuff.
and she's done some terrible stuff. She rode that bad element wave with us. This is about Andre the Giant. His real name is Andre René Roussimov. He's French. And we know him, of course, as he was a professional wrestler.
Yep.
He was known as the eighth wonder of the world because of his giant size as a result of gigantism caused by excessive growth hormone. He was around 7'4" and he weighed 236 kilos. How heavy is a fridge?
Probably about what sort of fridge? Bar fridge, probably.
Not a bar fridge,
okay.
no, a regular fridge.
Has it got an ice maker and a water filter in it?
Say you've
Actually,
got
some fridges don't have the water filter.
All right, so you've got a regular fridge that doesn't have an ice maker or water filter. How heavy would that be?
I reckon 58 kilos.
Wow, he was 236 kilos.
Mm-hmm.
He could have gone into the removalist business very easily.
Easy peasy.
Well, there's been a story that's been around for many, many years, and it happened on the set of Princess Bride. Remember him in Princess Bride?
You never say anything about killing anyone.
I've hired you to help me start a war.
I just don't think it's right, killing an innocent girl.
You were not hired for your brains, you hippopotamic landmass.
Or his acting ability, by the sound of it. Well, apparently...
They were just about the size.
This has been verified by Rob Reiner, the director of Princess Bride. During the filming of The Princess Bride, Andre the Giant let out an enormous, this is a quote, an enormous thunderous fart that reportedly lasted for about 15 seconds straight.
15.
How long's 15 seconds? As big as a fridge?
Is it a double door fridge? 15 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi.
We get the picture.
Right, that's just 5 Mississippis.
Well, apparently
So
the
that's-
director
Wow, that's a...
said, "Are you okay, Andre?" And he said, "I am now, boss." Everyone laughed, and then everyone
slow
gagged.
down when he ate.
Well, apparently everyone from the crew to the cast cracked up, and it was one of those unforgettable, wonderful moments. Well, fast forward to what's happened on an aeroplane.
That's like the set of Steel Magnolias.
Yeah, Dolly let one rip. Well, apparently, because he was so big, normal conveniences like toilets and hotel beds and things like that
Here we
just
go.
weren't very good for him. So apparently the wrestling great Brutus the Barber Beefcake, real name Edward Leslie, he recounted that he was on a Boeing 747 flight from Tokyo to the US with Andre the Giant. Andre was desperate to use the lavatory but couldn't fit into a standard airport toilet. Okay,
Airplane
folks.
toilet or airport?
Airplane toilet. This is where this story gets rough.
747's a big plane.
As a solution, flight attendants rigged a black garbage bag between beverage carts near the galley. They rolled in curtains for privacy, and as this is the quote, and Andre went to town. Apparently, Brutus, it says here, I love the description, Brutus describes the chaos. I've never heard anything like it. The smell, people were falling out of their seats, gagging, puking, crying, screaming. I couldn't breathe. He estimated Andre must have filled half a garbage bag.
What, so it went in the bag?
Well, apparently, yeah, that's what they had to string garbage bags between the beverage carts. You know, I hope they closed beverage service. And this is because when he ate, every time he'd sit down to eat, he'd have 10 kilos of food. How much is that compared to a fridge?
That's a bar fridge.
Like, how
Without
big's a
bar fridge.
palmy? How heavy would palmy be?
Parmesan, it would be like 200 grams.
He had 10
No, he wouldn't have
kilos.
eaten 10 kilos.
So his bowel output was similarly massive, it says here. After the ordeal, attendants wrapped the bag in multiple layers for disposal and sent it below. He apparently calmly returned to his seat, ordered wine and resumed eating another 10. He ate another bar fridge.
They put it in the Fogo bin.
There's been lots of rumours about how, because in hotels he couldn't fit on the loo, he'd have to go in the bath.
Oh,
stomp it down. I'm
You'd
saying
love
the
to
word
be on
stomp it
housekeeping
down.
that day.
Oh, wow. Andre the Giant.
He's dead.
Yes. Well, what might surprise you to hear, he passed away at the age of 46. Who knew that his health wasn't great?
Apropos of Andre the Giant.
Oh, I knew you'd want to go back
I
and
just
talk
feel
about
that we didn't. There's just some questions
We
that I
have
for you,
covered
counsel.
it thoroughly. Thank you.
So, makeshift toilet on a plane. He was so large he couldn't get into the toilet on an
I'll get my
aeroplane
notes out again,
on a
Brendan.
747. So, the hosties made up a makeshift.
The flight attendants, please. They've been insulted enough in this story. They rigged a black garbage bag between beverage carts near the galley, rolled in curtains for privacy, and as
Yep.
the quote goes, Andre went to town.
And where does that go after that?
Well, I'm just reading you what I've said here.
Not into baggage.
Well, they've said the attendants wrapped the bag of poop in multiple layers for disposal and sent it below. So I don't know if it does come out on the conveyor belt or if they drop it from the air, and that would wreck someone's house.
Someone.
It would kill someone.
Like
what a
immediate.
dreadful way to go.
On the plane, I'm too scared to even ask for a bottle of water or anything else.
You'd have to be famous. If you weren't famous and you'd say, excuse me, I'm going to do a poo in the galley and you're going to need some bags, I think you'd be tasered in a second.
Talking about me, there was one time I got caught short on a plane and I had to go. And the plane
Well, you're
landed.
allowed to go on a plane.
Yeah, but the plane was about to land. And the hostie,
What'd she rig up for you?
she bashed on the door and said, when the plane's landing, I said, I'm sorry, this is just going to have to we're just going to have to deal with this.
Wow.
I said, it'll be okay.
You were mid.
And she talked me through it. She was sitting in the jump seat next to it. She said, are you okay? And they went, yeah, I'm okay. And I landed in the plane on the seat.
Mid poo.
Well, yeah, obviously. Well, let's not go into details, but yeah, it was.
I'm surprised they let you do it.
Yeah, but this is
Drop what you're doing and get out.
This is back in the 90s when you could do anything.
Yes.
Can't do anything now.
No, you can't do anything now. As Andre the Giant got out in time.
No further questions, Council.
Thank you. Let's move on.
Let's wrap it up.